wise. Grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple lies. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver. Dream weaver.
All right, what is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie, the Blerd Without Fear. Welcome back to the channel. Oh man, it's been a good week. I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone is good. Everybody good? I hope you're good. I hope everybody's good. Where is my... Hold on, man. Move some... You know what? I don't need it. I was looking around. I was like, hey, where's my phone? But yeah, not important. Not important at all. Not important at all. But I tell you what is important is that I close my door. Oh man, I hope everybody's been good. I've been doing pretty good. Mostly just playing some catch up on some reading, getting some scripting done. Laundry list of other shit. Checking in on some of the news because I forgot that for whatever reason I thought San Diego Con was next week, not starting today. So yeah, I heard there was I've heard about all the news and chicanery. Some of it we will most likely be talking about in detail this Saturday, because you know, comic book show and all. And I know there's like new Avengers Armageddon news. I know there's new X-Men news and stuff like that. I'm excited for all of it. All of it looks good. I know the Eisner wins supposedly. I don't know if it's actually true or not. I know they supposedly leaked. It's crazy. Like what is even happening here? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on over here, but you know what? I'll rock with it. But I'll just say on a preliminary level, I am definitely interested in Maximum X-Men. I'm not sure how that's gonna play out, but the fact that it's Chris Yost, who is which you have some of you, it's actually kind of funny. This is all kind of coming around because one of my favorites. Do I have it up here on the shelf somewhere nearby? I don't think I have it anywhere on the shelf nearby. No, I do not. I don't have it nearby. But oh my god, the Craig Kyle and Chris Yost X-Men stuff is some of my favorite stuff. So the fact that it will be one of them, Chris Yost, is pretty awesome. I'm definitely interested in that. Definitely interested in that. And the Iron Man stuff is Iron Man. We'll see how that plays out. I'm always on the fence about Iron Man. We'll see how that goes. Wolverine on third team? Yeah, I know. It's like, as it was Wolverine on a third team. Man, Marvel just being Marvel. Wolverine is like the Batman of Marvel, where like he just has infinite time. He can just do whatever he wants. He's the best he is at what he does. He's the best there is at what he does, and what he does is just being everything. Wolverine and the Wolverines. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Yeah, that's how Wolverine of him. How Wolverine of him. Also, thank you. Hey, first off, can I just say, I think I might have told you this before, maybe, possibly, I don't know. MD Geist was one of those early anime that I first caught wind of. So I love the name. But thank you. Says, loving the solo run. Keep it going, sir. Yes. Most certainly, most certainly. I like it because it's chill. I like it because it's chill. You know, I've always been kind of like on doing something like this because you know what I've caught myself saying is that I was like, you know what? I'm such a prep guy. I'm such a production guy. I'm such a let's be prepared guy that like doing stuff like by the seat of my pants feels weird. But I actually have been enjoying doing this, so we most certainly will. So I'm gonna just tell you what's on the agenda. What's on the agenda for today? Um and hold on, I want to see what this is. Wait, because I just saw this put up here. I gotta see. I gotta see. Oh, because I had to look. I was like, okay, wait a minute. I was like, are we talking about blue people? Or are we talking about some bending? I was like, okay, we're talking about bending. Yeah, Avatar Seven Heavens. I haven't seen the trailer for that yet. I see it here, and bruh, oh, okay. You know, okay. I want y'all to see this because I don't want y'all to think that I'm lying. Okay. So for the longest time, I have said that Ianu is basically like, it's like a show that is like Avatar, but for us, for the culture. Now, some people got mad at me when I said that, but then something very strange and unusual has just occurred, and I want y'all to see this because I don't want anyone to think that I'm being ugly by putting this up. But where to go? So I typed in Avatar 7 Heavens. I didn't type in anything else, just Avatar just Avatar 7 Havens, 7 Havens, I mean. And I don't know why I said Heavens. I don't know why I'm thinking about the 7 Heaven TV show. Just is terrible. But no, I just typed that in. I didn't type shit else. I didn't type a goddamn thing else. And I want y'all to see what they put up. Look what they put. Look at this shit right here. Avatar 7 Havens TV series, but what did they put as the avatar for the Avatar show? They put Ianu. So look, I didn't do that. So even Google agrees with me. So there you go. Let's see here. Okay, what's going on? Charles, man, bro. Oh my God, Charles. Oh my God, I'm so sick of Charles Xavier right now. I will say this, they did a really good job of cleaning up his image because, man, that episode, I kind of was hoping it was going to go a different direction. I was kind of hoping it was going to go a different direction, but you know, that's just me. I do highly recommend Ianu. It is very good. Great comic, great TV show. Honestly, I've been meaning to make some videos about Ianu. I've just been trying not to do it like in a way that would, like, I want to do it in a way that enhances it, not takes away from it. If that makes any sense. But no, it's fantastic show, fantastic comic. And it quite literally, it is like they're not doing the same thing. Like they're not like air bending, not in the strictest sense. But it does involve a young girl who discovers she has powers and abilities. But like I just mean the overall tone, like if you look at the tone and the tenor of Avatar, like the types of things, like the type of humor you would see, the types of characters you would see, the way characters interact with one another, it is very Avatar. So I will say this, if there is anyone in this audience who is a fan of Avatar, but you have not watched Ianu, I highly recommend you give it a chance, especially if you're the type of person you're like, man, I really want to scratch that Avatar itch, but I want it, by way of something else. I want something new. I want to see something else like it, but isn't the exact same thing. That would be Ianu. That would be Yano. Yeah, I heard about this shit, and it's gonna be ass. Let's just be honest. It's gonna be ass. I think I even saw, I don't know if this, yeah, because all this shit's AI, so it's not like, okay, first off, here's the sad part, is that he is literally going to like Grok is already fucking off the Memphis water supply, but he is basically gonna turn he's gonna turn Memphis into what's that city in Fallout, Megaton City. He's gonna turn into fucking Megaton City is what he's gonna turn into. That's what's gonna happen when he, because he's gonna use Grok to do it. I'm almost positive. I could be wrong, and you know what? Let's not even speculate. Let's not even speculate. Let's see. Elon Musk Odyssey movie. Let's see. Yeah, it says he's gonna make it with Grok. So yeah, he's gonna use Grok. It's gonna completely turn fuck turning Memphis into Megaton City. He's gonna turn that shit into the glowing sea. From Fallout 4. that's what's gonna happen. Like when we get here. Oh, can I can I enhance? We're gonna enhance. Yeah, it's gonna look like this shit. This is what Memphis is gonna look like when he gets done making his piece of shit Avatar, not Avatar, but his piece of shit Odyssey movie. This is what's gonna happen. Oh, this is a good one. So, question says, what is the context of that video with the black dude with the fro calling the cop boy? I giggle every time I hear. So, okay. So let me put you on game. Let me put you on game. Let me put you on game right quick. So basically, what you need to know is that this was like maybe less than a couple of months ago. It feels like it's only been a couple of months ago. But that was Justin Pearson. He is a representative of Memphis. He is the state representative. And basically, I forget. So this was all kind of circulated around a lot of different things, but one of them, if I remember correctly, a lot of it had to do with the AI data center, Grok, all that shit, people trying to build data centers in Memphis and whatnot, what have you. And there was some other stuff that was involved in that as well. But basically, he was being escorted out. And the thing is, it wasn't like they were being unpeaceful. It wasn't like anybody was being unpeaceful. No one was actually like doing anything that was going to harm anybody else. But basically, the police were trying to like take them out, and they were being really rough about it. Like they were being way too fucking aggro about it. Like they were treating them like they were rioting, basically, and that's basically why that happened. That is basically what it was. That is the long and short of it. But the reason why I thought it was hilarious is because yeah, so this was in May. So it wasn't that long ago. Not that long ago. But yeah, basically they were going after his brother, which I thought was interesting. I think it was probably even mostly because like they knew they really couldn't touch Justin himself. But Justin is like a second coming of Malcolm X, and I fucking love him for that. Like we need motherfuckers like that. We just need that shit. We desperately need that shit, and I was fucking here for it. But no. Once you get past all that shit, but yeah, basically what was happening is he was getting in the face of one of the officers and basically letting them know they weren't shit, and they weren't. Yeah, which, and you know what? I love it so much that like I said, it's personally become one of my favorite things. So there you go. Yeah, they'll always be mad about sinners. They'll always be mad about sinners. Also, hey, man, Davey D, I appreciate it. Said broke, but we got support. 199 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's the type of shit I like to see. And said, yo, fuck it. He said, we doing it. You know what? I respect that. Oh, but I was gonna say, what was on the docket is so I wanted to work on a little something. And I don't have a whole heap of a lot that I can do because Quinn's on Heart of the Darkness. He's still working on 2. And Adair is working on Black Adams, and I don't want to get in the middle of that. So that leaves me with a couple of options. Excuse me. So what I was thinking was I had a new thing that I've been kind of messing around with. And I was like, you know what? Let's just draw a page from it. See what happens. You never know. Let's see here. I am going to I want to see if this is actually going to do like I want it to do. Where is... Okay, there we go. Boom. Look at that. Look at God. So, I want to teach you guys something. Maybe y'all know this, maybe you don't. I don't know. But I tell you what, if you don't know, now you know. So, there is a process to making a comic. And, obviously you got to have a script. I've written a script. So, yeah, that part's done. Y'all can't really help me out with that part. The script is finished. The script, well, at least for one issue, is finished. But there is another aspect to it. You don't just stop, obviously, at the scripting phase. I know some people think, oh, well, then how do you go to the next thing? Like what's the next thing? Well, the next thing, it's one of the unsung methodologies. One of the unsung methodologies of telling a story. And that is the thumbnails. A lot of people overlook the thumbnail phase. Now, we'll probably do like some thumbnails. I'm not going to do all of them right now because I'm just not ready to. Well, also, I don't think it'll be very entertaining at all. Just to sit and watch someone do thumbnails. That's not maybe. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna thumbnail some stuff. I'm gonna pick an interesting scene, and then we're gonna try and see if we can get a page out. I don't think we're gonna get the whole page. Like, we might get pencils. I don't think we're gonna get like inks or anything like that. And I actually am opting out of color on this one, not because it won't be in color, but because... yeah, I don't want to color this shit. I'm just gonna be so for real with y'all right now. I'm not even gonna fucking bullshit y'all on that. Oh, don't worry. Heart of the Darkness physical copies, they will be a thing. I know I keep saying they will be a thing, and then like nothing happens, but like that, they will be a thing. Of that much, you can bet your ass that is, it's as good as money in the bank. There will be like an actual there will be an actual like physical release. So do not worry about that. It is gonna happen. But no, I wanted to show you guys something, and here I actually have to step outside of what I was doing here. Let me step outside of this so that I can better do the other thing. Because I could just pull the book off my shelf, but I think it would be better if I could I think it would be better if I could like, yeah. Well, actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just... do I have... oh yeah, I do actually have a clip. I don't know if I can reach this. God damn. There it is. So I have Doom right here. This is the library edition of Doom. It is huge, as you can see. It is not the size of the normal book. But one of the things that I do like to remind people of is, and this is what I love this for, is that in this edition of the book, you actually can see the thumbnails. So I don't know if you guys can see this particularly well, but the thumbnails you can see are, they're just, honestly, they're just crude versions of the final page. That's really all it is. It's just a crude version of the final page. It just gives you, it's basically it's the artist's loose idea of how they want everything to look on the page before they actually start drawing the, like, what will be the finished product. So I don't know if I actually have it. There was a maybe I'll have to dig for it another day. But one of the things that I often like to remind people of is that actually, no, here. Ooh, I got an idea. Got an idea here. Dune Library Edition. I'm trying to see if I can actually find. I'm trying to see if I can maybe find some of the stuff. So that I could show you guys, more exactly what it is that I'm talking about. But let's see here. If I could find it, that would be awesome. But if not, we'll get over ourselves. So there we go. Fuck it. I can't find it, but here. You'll get to see what I'm talking about here in just a moment, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a thumbnail. Let's go ahead and just make the fucking thumbnail. We're just gonna make thumbnail, call it fucking day. That's what we're gonna fucking do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make the fucking thumbnail. We'll call it day. What's going on, Danny? What's going on? What's popping? That's my boy. That's my boy Danny out here. Out here from Fourth Wall Productions, out here with the Ace Blade. Yeah, man, we about to draw. We about to draw some shit. We about to draw up some shit. So what we're gonna do, I blanked for a second. I was like, oh, wait a minute, where's my, I want to see what page I want to do though. Let's first off, let's look at our pages. Let's look at our pages first before we start saying what we is and ain't gonna do. Okay, let's look at our pages. So first and foremost, let's do, I'm gonna do these it's gonna be weird, and you're probably gonna wonder why I'm not numbering certain shit, but just don't worry about it. So that's 1, 2, 3. I'm numbering it the way that I am because this will help me get a better idea of what the finished product is gonna look like. Oh, thanks, man. Look, man, got me some 7 Brew. Man, look at that. That woman loves me. But yeah, so basically when you're doing the thing, I want to figure out, we're ignoring this box, because this is basically gonna be the inside cover. So we ignore this box. This is nothing. So the first page, because when you open up the book, this is gonna be the first page you see, like any other comic. So then this will help me with making sure that I'm paying more attention to my page turns. So there you go. And then 16, 17, 18, 19. That's as far as we're just going to number out. But I want to pick a page. Like, we're not going to start from the beginning. We're not going to start from the beginning. Though some people do, I want to pick a more interesting page to start with. Let's do, I'm going to start with page 3 or 4, depending on how I feel about it. Let's do, actually, you know what? We're going to do page 4. Let's do page 4. Page 4. Let's zoom in. We're actually zooming a lot. on 4. Let's do that. Uh Hey, dude, look, he's not lying. He's not lying. Page turns are important. Okay, so here's the reason why I'm showing you guys this process first, and why we're starting here is because there's 3 rules about writing a comic, not just writing, making a comic, period, that I learned through making Heart of the Darkness #1. And that was one, and this is very important. You need to have your reader hooked within the first 3 pages. Some people will say 5. I will say 3, because what we're looking at is like, especially based on attention spans. Here, let's go up here. So here, okay, you open up the book, boom, page 1. Okay, that didn't grab them. So here, it's like, okay, that's when you turn that page, you're gonna see page 2 and 3. Now, I get it. 3 pages seems harsh. But here's the thing. If you don't at minimum have something that's gonna have these people's attention, by the time you get to the bottom of this 3rd page, then you don't even have to worry about page 4 and 5. And that's just me being real with you. The other thing is you need to give them an excuse. This kind of goes back to the second thing, to the page turn. You need to have something on the bottom of that 3rd page, or just on the 3rd page in general, or like on that, or rather not on the 3rd page, but on every odd page to make them go to that next even page. So that's something you always want to remember. Whenever I'm writing something, I always try to keep some of the more interesting things for, like, okay, I like to keep the stuff that I'm teasing on the evens and the stuff that's enticing on the odds, if that makes any sense. So if you're not doing this process, you're failing. Yeah, I mean, you might get lucky and make something good, but I'm gonna be honest with you, you're probably gonna fail. And I'm not trying to be ugly when I say that, but it's just, I can tell when someone is writing a book and they're not giving 2 shits about the page turn. They're not giving 2 shits about respecting the audience, the reader's time. You know, they're like, oh no, you're just gonna read my shit because reasons. You're just gonna read it. No, they're not gonna just read it. That's not how this works. Hey, what's going on, homie? This is my guy out here. Always out here holding it down. And I know you're busy as shit right now because I know the news has been popping off, SDCC and everything. So hey, y'all go follow my homie out on Beat Games. Y'all trust me, you won't regret it. Let's say, okay, so here's the thing. This 4th page, y'all, there are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels. There's going to be 5 panels on this 4th page. Now, here's the other thing. And the reason why this is important, and the reason why you want to plan your page out. Now, I promise you, we are going to get to the actual pencils of this page, but you got to crawl before you can walk. So here, let's do this. So first things first. So I'm not gonna say what the title of this comic is yet, because I'm not ready to reveal that. But this is a medieval fantasy horror comic. Sort of. It's like a medieval adventure fantasy horror. It's a lot of genres, because the horror is more in that the world is terrifying. The fantasy is in more that it's a fantastical world too. On top of all that, it's like sword, sorcery, and magic and horror and things of that nature. Anyway, pocket sand, mind your business. So on panel 1, the description says, and this is very important, it says Hunter 1 and Hunter 2 with shocked faces. So I want to have at least something that kind of gives here. Let's how big is this gonna? Okay, this is actually okay. So I want to say also another thing to take note of. you also have to think about binding. So, okay, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time harping on this because it's not the most interesting thing in the world. But let's say I kind of want to just know that, like, here, I didn't really do that right. But here, God damn it. There you go. Okay, there we go. So inside these bars, I wouldn't normally do this because I've kind of trained myself to kind of already know what time it is. But here, let's do a little refer other layers. There we go. Okay. Bam, bam. We're not drawing inside the we're not drawing inside the black on this. We're not drawing inside the black. Because this is technically in the gutter. This is in the gutter. So, you know, like in bowling, how you have a gutter, if you go in the gutter, that ball's pretty much gone. You don't want to draw in those areas because when you go to print, digital, you're probably going to be fine. But you go to print, some of that shit's going to be gone. Some of that shit is going to be gone. Okay, so now let's kind of get now that I've said that. We're gonna go here. And I don't know, I don't want too much going on here in this top one, because honestly, these guys are mooks. They're not important. So we're just gonna kind of, I kind of want these guys to not really like get as much, like these guys are not gonna be getting a lot of panel time. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. So, and it's probably here. You know, I just realized. Okay, look, let me redo this. Clip Studio just got a new feature, and I'm not using it. And I need to. So here, let's just do this. Let's do that. Actually, I did not mean to do that. There we go. There. Clip Studio has this new feature where you can just hold a line that you drew, and it will straighten the line out for you. And you can even go back and like recurve the line and, you know, a bunch of other like crazy shit. So here's what I want to do. Who's to say if it actually does go this way? But this is what we're looking at here. So yeah, okay. So, and the reason why I made this one bigger, this one smaller, this one bigger is because I want you to kind of go from here to here. And, you know, all that entails. But what we're going to do, we're going to have Hunter 1. Actually, here, me. Hunter 1. And Hunter 2. They're looking up. Didn't mean to do that. They're looking up, and what they're going to be looking down, or what they're looking up at, is looking down on them, and it's going to be our heroes of the story. And I kind of want to play with something. I've been trying to mess around with let me do that. I've been wanting to mess around, and actually here, we're probably going to delete this line, because honestly, I kind of don't want to limit myself on space. What I want to do is, and actually here, you know what? I'm gonna take, I didn't mean to do that, but here, we'll do this. Let's get rid of this. Because I think what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna go to the bleed. Is what we're gonna do here. I think that's gonna be the better idea. And what I mean by going to the bleed means that we're going off the page. Like the picture is not going to end at a white border. It's going to go all the way to the edge on both sides. And you'll see why in a minute. Let's see. Hey, look, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. Great artist, good artist copy, great artist steal. Same goes for programs, except for with AI. I don't care. That doesn't apply to AI. But what we're gonna do is, we're actually gonna do it like this, and then we're gonna, yeah, yeah, boy. Because I think what we're gonna do is I want to have our hero. I want to have our hero. Let's do. Actually, no. I want her arm going all the way out, so we're actually gonna make her a little bit smaller. Though she might be bigger. I don't know. We'll see. There we go. And these don't even have to be perfect. They don't have to be perfect. We don't want them to be perfect. Kill that. Kill that. Kill that. Kill that. Okay. Because I want us to know. Actually, I should have made it more perspective. More perspective. But you guys get the idea. There we go. There. Okay. Nope, I did not want to do that. Actually, no, I'm not liking that. We're gonna go back. We're gonna start over on this. Nope, put that back. Put that back. There we go. I think what I want to do, I think I might have her like jump off. There we go. I think this will be better. And then we'll also have a. Let's do a. There. Or actually, here, we'll do it like this. No, I could have just manipulated that in the thing, but here we go. There. And then we'll have her partner back behind her. He's wearing a robe, so he's going to be a little bit further back. And then we can kind of take that, shrink it down a little taste. There. Okay, and then we can have like a little. Yay! Look at that! Look at that! We're actually getting somewhere. Let's see. All right. Okay. Uh. Let's see. I didn't see a campaign for your other book. Are you gonna have it in your store when you get your print physicals? I'm 100% interested. Indie gotta support indie. No, so I haven't done the Kickstarter yet for the other one because basically what happened was I drew the first issue of the other book that I'm working on. If you're talking about Black Adams, then that would be the case with this one. And I didn't like it. Or I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as I knew I could have. So I got someone better than myself to do it for me, in terms of the art. So now that's being redone, and we are hopefully gonna get to do something with that soon. And then Quinn is finishing up on, or not finishing up, he is getting through I think the middle part of the second issue of Heart of the Darkness. So it's really just kind of more of a just getting through all of it more than anything else. Um mm, but I do appreciate that. Thank you. Says this from Floman is your El Artisto Blerd. When it comes to roughing out pages, do you prefer using the pencil brush or do you just use inky set? I use the pencil set. I use the pencil set when I'm doing roughs, and it's because of my mind. My mind just, for whatever reason, it just works better when I see the pencil. It just works better. I can't explain it. And then what we're gonna do here, we're gonna kind of do a similar. I just fucked all that up. Jesus Christ. So yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do like kind of another similar panel to what we had on that on the top one. And on this one, we're gonna have the other guys, because basically the third panel is Harv and Knox look dumbfounded. And there we go. There we go. That's a dumbfounded face, right? Well, nope, that is not what I was trying to do there. Give that back. So they look dumbfounded. Now we can kind of move on. Okay, so now we're on panel 4. And this is where we're going to be kind of getting to some of the. There we go. And then we'll do, I think, what was it? Yeah, panel 4 is the priest is over Harv and Knox using a hold person spell on them. And then panel 5 is the hero's sword is up to both hunters' throats. And that it is large enough to decapitate both in one swing. So I actually do kind of almost. Actually, you know what? Here, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take some of this away. We're actually gonna make this panel a little bit smaller because I want to give our girl the real estate here. There we go. There. Okay. And then is basically what's gonna happen is we're gonna let's do and then that's our wizard guy, if you can't tell. We're just gonna do that. And this is just something just so that I know they're going to be held in place. That's all that's necessary. Nothing else even need be there outside of that. And here, I'm just going to get rid of some of this just so this is more for my own edification than it is anybody else's. There. Okay. And then, you know, we'll probably do like some. And then. There. We'll kind of have that in the background. Just so we know that it is there. Okay. Now, final panel of the page. I wonder, this is the one that's going to be kind of tricky because I don't really know what angle would work best. Let's do. Let's do this. Or actually, no. It would probably go the other way. It would go the other way. She's coming down from up top. Swing. She'll be like this because she's a. Oh. Or she do that. Nah. Do it like that. She's going to come down. Bam. Overhead. Swing to the left. So. Yeah, she'll be here. Or not here. Y'all know what I mean. Here. Yeah. Or actually, no. We might have those guys be like a little bit more close up. And then there. Okay, so that is a thumbnail. It's a rough idea of everything so that I know what is supposed to be where. Helps me figure out where shit needs to be. And helps me get. Doesn't have to be super detailed. Just enough that the person who's doing the work knows what needs to be done. It ain't even that complex. Not even that complex. Let's see here. Let's see. Well, she's not gonna cut anybody's heads off. It's just I left that note there. Like, it was one of those things where when I originally wrote it, I was actually considering having another artist do it. But I'm broke. So it's one of those things that I kind of had to go into Thanos mode and be like, okay, this is the one we actually got to do ourselves. And I've talked to some people about it, and even they were kind of saying the same thing. They were like, hey, you need to do one yourself, because they were like, they're like, your art's good. You need to you need to make it happen. So here we are. I'm going to try and make it happen. Okay, so now that we got the thumbnail, we got this is the thumbnail. This is the page. Now, this page is going to be weird because some of these characters, they're not only out of all these characters. So like here, just because it's easier. because I'm going to remove it. Or actually, let's do it like this. And then let's do this and this. Okay. So that guy and that guy, not important. They're not important people. You'll never see those characters again. Maybe. These guys, semi important. These are the mains. If you can't see. Okay, so yeah. That's basically how this is basically the setup here. So like this is why it's going to be interesting, because while I kind of like I already know what these two characters look like, and I know what these characters are going to be kind of vaguely nondescript. There'll be characters that you'll see again, but their design isn't as important as, you know, some of the others. But these guys, they're just regular dudes. They're not going to be anything special. Let's see here. So right here, so it says, it's some comic books where panels have the character not in the box. When do you decide not to do that? Okay, so typically in moments where if the character's not talking, that's the perfect time. But if it is an instance where they are talking, there's a point later in this issue where there's going to be another main character that's going to pop in, and she's going to yell something. And because it's supposed to be a surprise to all the other characters in the room, you're not going to see her when she says it, but you are going to be able to read what she says. So it makes it clear that the other characters are surprised that she's there. Another instance where it's really good is when sometimes the character's reaction to something being said to them is more important than seeing the face of the person that's saying it. So to kind of send home that there's a certain nickname that the main character of the story, the overall main character of the story, does not like to be called, there's going to be a point in this issue where another character is going to refer to her by that nickname, and instead of showing his smug face when he says it, it's more important that I show her face while that character is talking. Like, that character is not going to be in the frame. You're going to see his speech coming from off panel. But her, because her reaction to it, and that is basically kind of like, it's little subtle ways of storytelling that basically, it's like, even on a subconscious level, even if I didn't tell you any of this, I didn't tell you any of the inside baseball, if you were to read that panel, you would go, even without her not saying, even with her saying nothing, you will immediately and fully understand she does not like to be called that. Let's see. And this is also another really good one right here. It says, Joseph, in my case, I decide to do it if I'm drawing the character in a fun, epic way. That's also another thing. Like, I think you kind of have to go by the rule of cool sometimes. Like, if you're drawing something where, like, if the character is going to be doing something really interesting, you need to have that. You need to show it, not tell it. So, yeah, I do 100% agree with that as well. Like, if it's going to be one of those situations where if I think my character's not doing anything interesting, then I think it's okay for them to not be in the panel. Though I will say, I think that you kind of just have to pick your battles. But I do agree with that sentiment that, you need to kind of go with, hey, what are they doing? Are they doing something that just seems really important or just fun? Then make sure you have them on the page so that the people can see it. I think that's very important. This is another one right here. Question is crazy to say because I've been hearing this a lot, you can't make manga because you're not Japanese. Then I say for a counter, you make rap because you're not black. Is that crazy to say? No. And here, this is something, and I think a lot of, okay, I'm gonna tell you who probably typically says that shit. It's usually people who aren't Japanese. Like, because I've seen that a lot. I've seen people say, "Oh, you can't make you can't make manga if you're not Japanese." That's not true, because plenty of Japanese mangaka will tell you. They'll be like, "Yes, you cannot be Japanese and make manga, because at the end of the day, it's a fucking comic book." At the end of the day, both are comic books. One is just a foreign word for comic book to the and really in both cases, comic book to a Japanese is a foreign word for manga in a lot of their eyes, and manga, as far as they're concerned, is just their word for what we have over here as comics. They don't really see it terribly, like, yeah, in terms of like overall market, yeah, it's different, but like in terms of what it is, they don't think it's different at all. As a matter of fact, I've seen plenty of Japanese creators encourage non-Japanese to make manga. It's not something that they gatekeep. But I do find it funny that people who are not Japanese try and gate other people from it. And you know what? In the same breath that all happens, these people are usually talentless. But that's another story altogether. Oh shit! You're right. I did forget. God damn it! You right. God damn it, Flominum, you got me. You right. I didn't. Thank you for that. 1999 super chat. See, you know what? Thank you for holding me accountable, because I did forget. I fucking forgot. That's on me. Honestly, you know what? You had every right. Flominum, you had every right to be like that's what you should have said to me. You should... That's what you should have said to me. That is or wait, you know what? Y'all can't hear. I just realized. Yeah, I just played it, but y'all can't hear because I don't have the thing on here. So you know what? Here, let's add it in so y'all can hear. But yeah, this is what y'all. That's what y'all should have hit me with.
What's wrong with you?
That's what y'all. I deserve that. I actually deserve it.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with me. Damn it, it's crazy. Let's see here. Yes, no, and the thing is, so it's funny too, because that was one of the first times I actually heard that, is when they were saying it to him. But the thing is, he's literally had mangaka over in Japan tell him that he is a mangaka himself. So, I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing here? People need to fucking stop, okay? People need to stop. Okay, so here's the deal. We got this. We have our thing. So what I'm going to do is here. Let me get rid of all that because none of that's important. Let's do this. Boom. There. And boom, boom. Actually, let's turn that off. And then we are going to, I want to make sure I got the right one. Yep, we got the right ones. Okay, so we're going to copy this. We're going to copy that. We're going to copy those together. And basically, I am going to, let me copy that. Okay. We're going to make a new thing. How many pages is this? I just want to go ahead and get them all out of the way, like while we're here. Or you know what? Fuck it. We don't need to be so fucking prepared, do we? We don't need to be that fucking prepared. Hey, what's up, JP? What's going on, pimpin'? Well, how you doing? What's going on with you, good sir? How you doing? Let me give you the Tyler Perry. Give you the the Medea. So let's do something fun. I'm gonna use my own artboard. Let's see how this plays out. This could come back to bite me in the booty. All right. Okay. So pencils. There we go. So basically, okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing. So basically what I did, and here we're gonna rasterize, or no, it's already, because, because I'm smart. I know how to do shit. Boom. We're gonna take this and blow it up. But we're gonna put it like here. I think this will be good. Actually, bring it like right in there somewhere. Yep, apply transformation. Drop the opacity just a taste. And I think we're gonna move it just a little bit in this regard. Just enough to say that it is there. Okay, yep, apply. And now we can start making panels. This is gonna be let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, no, this is they're both comics. Too many people treat it as more. It's because we've lionized it. And I say we, I mean collectively as a society, we have lionized anime to the point that we treat it as though it is not something as simple as what it is. We treat it as though it is like some second coming of artistry. And we treat it as though it's like something we've never seen before. And it's been around for a long time. And it's great. But people are so caught up in it that they don't even realize sometimes when it's not as on the upper echelon as they want to believe it is. Not all anime is great. Not all manga is great. I have read some trash manga before. I've watched some very terrible anime in the past, and even more recently. But people want to act as though they can do no wrong until they finally do, and then they kind of get over it. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just comics to them. They don't. Japanese people like foreign manga because it shakes up the comics pool over there, and that's exactly like, okay. Go on Crunchyroll. Look in the isekai section. Well, no, you might not be able to find it because they're just removing shit now. But if you go in the isekai section, you're gonna find so many fucking anime that are exactly alike. They're not even that different. Even the most popular anime and manga right now, some of them are very similar to shit that you're probably either already reading or watching either over there or somewhere else. And that's not, I'm not trying to be ugly, but I mean, just is what it is. So let's do this. We are going to make us some, we're going to make us some layers. Or I say layers, I mean, we're going to make us some, excuse me, moi. We're going to make us some frames. We're going to use the polyline frame tool. So, okay. Other very important thing. And here, I'm going to remove this just so you guys can see a little bit better. So right here, you can see I've kind of got right in here, you see the bleed area. What they're saying right here, anything past this dotted line will be cut off. Is basically what's being said here. Also, I realized I need to flip the canvas because I still had it on. Here, let's do this. Let's flip that canvas. That way it's not all like cattywampus. And then we're also going to let's get everything in here. Bam. We're gonna move all this shit. We're gonna move all this shit to Or actually, here, let's just do it like this. Make sure we don't miss anything. Or you know what? Here, fuck it. We'll do it like this. I'm just gonna start over because I haven't gone. I don't want to have to. No, do not save. We'll do it like this. New. Actually, no. We'll do it the convoluted way. Fuck it. We'll do it the convoluted way. Why not? I'll change it later. How many pages? We'll just go ahead and get the. Yeah, there you go. It'll actually be 34, but that's another story altogether. All right, we're formulating our thing, and we'll do it like this because that way it'll just be easier. It'll be one less thing I have to do later. Let's see. Oh, see. I've been enjoying the new Ghost in the Shell. I know some people aren't, but I've been enjoying it. I think it's been absolutely positively fantastic. But that's also because I'm a huge fan of the original. I'm a huge fan of the original manga. So, and I think a lot of people weren't, or they didn't know it existed. So there's a lot of people who aren't terribly fond of the new thing. And I totally get that. I don't even fault them for it. Not even a little bit. So here, I'm gonna move this over. Actually, we're gonna have a little bit, maybe. We're actually gonna have a little bit more room to play with than what I thought. The thumbnail I made wasn't exactly like, it's not gonna be like 1-to-1. But what we're gonna do is we're still gonna kind of like get what we can out of it. So let's put her. Actually, if we go into the bleed a little bit, I'm actually perfectly fine with that. So, not with this part, though, obviously. Yeah, we'll do like here. We'll actually have a little bit more real estate to play with, and yeah, I'm going to pretend to be fucked up about that. So here, let's zoom it in. I'm going to go to... Yeah, we got to share this knowledge. We got to share this knowledge. I feel like a lot of people like to gatekeep knowledge. I don't like to gatekeep knowledge. I think all people are deserving of knowing how the sausage is ultimately made. So here, we're going to do this. Bam. 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 There's a panel right here. And actually, you know what? Let's let's do this. Let's move this. I want to move this over just a touch. I want to get it inside the bleed because we and I think what we're gonna do. I think I've made a decision on the fly, just on the fly. I'm just we're shooting right now. We're absolutely positively shooting right now. Please believe that. What we're gonna do for our no, that's actually not gonna work. Okay. What we're gonna do for our big one, we are gonna take this bad boy all the way off the page. So basically, y'all saw how oh wait, no, I like that. Get rid of that. So we're gonna go here. Nope. Nope. There. And then we'll go here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this one underneath. So that way, when we get to this part, this here is gonna be one big panel. And it's gonna be a panel that goes all the way past this. As a matter of fact, I'm half tempted to make this panel a little bit smaller. Like to bring this in a little bit. Like maybe bring it there. And then that way, now that we got that here, let's oh, and I just realized something. I have this inside of, like, is it? Yeah, it swallowed it up. So that's not the worst thing in the world, but I do kind of want this in its own thing. So we're gonna move this outside of that. And then what we're gonna do is let's get our other one, because basically what I'm doing in clip, I'm using a polyline. I'm using a polyline tool. So basically what it's doing is it's creating a frame, creating a folder, so all the things will be separate from one another. All that good shit. Let's see here. And oh, you know what? I just kind of really started getting back on my Gundam game. So yeah, I'm all for it. I love me some fucking Gundam now. Jazz, woo, battle and Jazz, you bring it up. Why you bringing up my childhood? Why? Okay, there's that. Actually, I want to bring that one in just a taste. Bring that in just a taste. We don't want to go to the bleed on those. We don't want the bleed on that. We're going to try and keep everything in, for the most part, inside. We're going to try and keep everything inside. There. And then we got another here. No. Okay, so now we've got our pages. We got everything we need. Or not pages, we got our panels is what I mean to say. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of organize these a little bit. I'm usually really bad about this. So right now I'm sitting here, I'm naming shit. I'm naming panels so I don't get them confused and mixed up. I mean, technically they're already named, but I want them in a name that works better for me. There we go. Okay. And then I want the order to be right on these as well. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so now my panels are in order. And now what we're going to do, this is my favorite part of the process. I'm just going to copy the thumbnail, or at least I thought I did. I thought I copied the thumb. Oh, because they went to the bottom. So now the thumbnail is going to show up in each of the panels. There is actually a better way I could have done this, but this is the way I do it. Leave me alone. Mind your business. Okay. So now we can go up here. Everything's going to be off just a taste, and that's okay, because I'm about to move everything to kind of line up more with what I want. It'll all, like, everything is going to make that much more sense, as that one's actually perfect. It's going to be the rest of these that might be a hair. Yeah, like, we're going to kind of... There we go. We'll do that. And then... Oh, nope. We're going to do something kind of more like here. Because actually, I kind of want them to be... Actually, you know what? Let's do it like this. Is there a way I can... Yeah, we'll just do it like that. Because I want it to be kind of small. I draw kind of big, so it actually is for the best if everything is a little bit smaller. And then this can be more like there. Okay. So, let's go up to the top. And let's get to work. Okay. What else we got? I saw they brought it back and put it in theaters. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think we have a theater that's excuse me. I don't think we have a theater in Memphis that's doing it. So this is gonna be page 4. So this is basically the thing that people will see when they turn page 3. Because page 3, well, I think it's interesting. I think this is even more interesting. Let's see. This is Iron Blooded Orphans is actually probably my favorite one of Gundam thus far. Mostly because I don't know, it speaks to me. It speaks to me. Mind your business. Hey, I'm just saying, man. Look, people gotta. Hey, my my kid is now learned to the point that they say it to other people. They're like, man, mind your business. Yeah. This is where, because basically, okay, so I'm gonna give you guys the spiel. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Because I don't like hiding. I don't like hiding shit too much. So basically, this is what's going on. So I said this is gonna be a sword and sorcery kind of medieval fantasy type of vibe. So the story here, without giving away too many of the details, what is happening is that, and here, I'm gonna pull this up so y'all can actually see it too. Some of y'all have seen me post on Threads. If you follow me on Threads, I know you've seen it. If you do not follow me on Threads, well, I can't help you. I just can't help you. I don't know. Yeah, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, at this point. But I want to show you guys what it is I'm talking about. So there is this thing, and here, let's take this one. Because this is actually unfinished. I did the flats. I did the flat color on this one, but I didn't do the here, where to go? Bam. So I did the flat color. I didn't finish it. I'm gonna go back and do like more detail color on it. I just wanted to get the flats out of the way because I wanted to know what the character was going to look like. I wanted to have that well in hand. And basically, this is a story that is going to be about a woman who fought in a war for her kingdom. She is a well, she is not a paladin now. She is now a former paladin. And it's kind of one of those deals where like, oh, she was I don't want to say she was the legendary warrior, but basically she was the baddest motherfucker in her army. She was leading armies and she fought in the war, and she learned that her trauma was taken advantage of. And I'm already kind of going more to the meta plot than I want to, but I'm just gonna get that out there why she is no longer a paladin. And basically she is shunned the life that she once led and is now working as like a mercenary. And her best friend, who was also in the order with her, he left as well. And that's where you get these two characters. This is where these two characters are going to come into play. And basically what is going on is that, yes, when we start the story, this is just a way to introduce what they are. And then we kind of move on with the story from there. Like, basically what this is going to be is, and I know I got some old school anime heads in here. When I was coming up with the idea for the story, I basically was like, hey, I love Dungeons and Dragons, but you know what I love more than Dungeons and Dragons? There's a game called Shadow of the Demon Lord, which is basically like D&D, but it's way more focused on horror than on fantasy. It is a very harsh world, and that's kind of the world I wanted this to be. I wanted to be a world that was, yes, it's fantasy. It's got all kinds of crazy shit in it, but also at the same time, this world is not for the faint of heart. Like Shadow the Demon Lord is like basically like it's almost like Dark Souls, you know, and Elden Ring levels of fuckery. And I was like, what if I took that world but introduced like Record of Lodoss War style characters into it? That was the idea. That was the idea. Anyway, let's get back to what the fuck it is we were doing. I apologize. Okay, there we go. All right, so I guess let's start. Yeah, let's start with the fun part. Let's just go straight to the meat and potatoes. Okay. Okay. So let's do. Wait, am I on the right? Yeah, I'm on the right pin. We're on the right pin. We got it. All right. Actually, no. I want her mouth to basically be doing like battle cry level. Or actually, you know what? I like a smile. There. And let's see. Oh, this is like a yes, basically. So like, yeah, she used to be able to like lay hands, smite evil, all that shit. Like imbue her weapon with holy energy, all that kind of shit. She can't do it anymore. Matter of fact, that's kind of gonna be where things kind of take a shift. Is that like it's basically be a journey towards her basically kind of finding a new status quo. Like, where does she go? Does she make an effort to renew her vows, so to speak, or does she find a new way? Or does she do a little bit of both? That's basically where we're kind of setting our sights. Actually, you know what? Here, let's do this. Because it's actually gonna kind of. And also, like, it kind of plays into my love for Red Sonja. I think that some of the best characters out there, yeah, fantasy wise, Red Sonja is kind of right up there, like at the top of the pack. And like, while definitely inspired, definitely inspired by Red Sonja, she is not. I would never accuse her I would never accuse her of being, uh, you know, that character. Like, yeah, I guess in some aspects, she is a kind of an unruly, she's kind of an unruly person, but like, that's kind of where they end and begin. There's not really a lot of, like, she's not a barbarian woman or, you know, or anything of that magnitude. If anything, like, probably the thing that they'll have in common the most is, they love to fight. That'll be the thing that'll be the thing they have in common the most. Let's see here. No, this is still a pencil layer. It's still a pencil layer. It's just, it's the type of, based on what I'm using. I found this pencil. It's like a, what is it called? It's called a sketch opacity brush. It does look like pen though, but we're gonna go. I'm basically gonna flesh this all out, and we're gonna make it. It's gonna come out a little bit different because this isn't gonna be exactly clean. And here, let's do. All right. There we go. The part where things are gonna get a little weird is when we get to the. I just want to try something. Nah, I don't like that. There you go. We'll just live with that. Okay, now we can get to here. Okay. And then let's see what we got. Technically, yes. It was in DCKO. Technically. Actually, here, let's do this. Wait, where did my... There it is. Yeah, it was in DCKO, and they didn't even fight for very long. Much to my chagrin. It was when they did the boss battle. It was the or what was the it was it the boss battle special? I don't remember. But I try not to put too much of DC KO into my memory banks, if I'm being brutally honest. And then we can kind of go back. I try not to because that event just frustrated me. That was all it managed to accomplish is frustration. Frustration. Oh, I'm still in the. Actually, no, wait. Let's do like. Got my perspectives off. So I think that was also the same one where they had Superman fighting Homelander. And we all know how that went, so. And then let's do actually. There we go. And by we all know how that went, I mean it didn't go anywhere. It didn't. It didn't go anywhere. Let's see. The thing is, you know what's funny? When people criticized DC for having that bracket, or not for having the bracket, but like when people criticize DC for not following all the way through on the tournament aspect of it. Well, it was never really supposed to be a tournament. Then why the fuck did you make a bracket for it? Am I taking crazy pills? Because I didn't make the bracket. They made the bracket. All I did was just do what they told me to do. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But no, yeah, that was the thing. Let's see. Cool. Do you illustrate traditionally too? Yes, I do actually. As a matter of fact, oh god, try not to like fall all the way the fuck over grabbing this, but the picture that I showed earlier. Here, I'll actually bring this back up so y'all can see it. But this picture that I had pulled up just a little bit ago, this did not start here. It started here. On this page. So yeah, that's I usually what I'll do under normal circumstances, I would probably sit at I have another desk over here where I can like actually sit and draw like on pencil with actual pencil and paper. But for this, I was like, well, everything's already kind of at my computer. I'm just going to do it here and be done with it, yeah, or whatever the fuck. let's see here. Truth be told, I actually like my art better when I work off like my actual pencils, which might be something I start doing. Like I might like draw a page all the way out. And then like scan it in. Like scan the page in and then just ink it from there. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about it. It's something I'm seriously considering. I just haven't. I didn't have the time to get it all set. Like I didn't have the time to get it all set up like today. Even though I kind of knew I was going to be doing this, I just for whatever reason I just didn't get around to it. There. I will say though, I wanna. Let's see. We'll do that part. And okay, there's that. Okay, let's get. Actually, no. Wrong spot. There. As I was literally doing that, I was thinking, like, I could have just used the. I keep forgetting that they have that fucking tool now. I could have. I literally am. I'm working harder, not smarter. But that's kind of my way. Doing things the hard way. You know. That's what I like to do. I like to do shit the way that I don't necessarily have to. Actually, I could have not gone that hard on that last one. But what we are going to do is go back. Also did not mean to do that. I might actually... Yeah, there we go. It's basically this part here, it's okay to go a little heavy on the shading, like right around here. Okay. And then what we'll do is we can kind of do that. Give us a little lift. I do want to kind of like refine some of this. It'll probably end up getting like I'm probably, and this is kind of why I didn't like doing some of the earlier stuff that I was working on, because I kept going back over it. I would always find something that I could be like, ooh, I could have done it this way. And then I'll go back and sure shit, I would end up just like, I would just go back retouching everything. Hold up. And And then almost, oh, actually, they would not go out that far because it'd be like in here. So it'd be like there. And then there. There. Okay. So we got sort of a ball game here. A little bit of a ball game. Not all the ball game. I want a little, we would like a little bit more of a ball game here. I kind of want to get some more of this set up. I'm going to go back over and retouch some of this. And there. All right. Okay, now actually I want to drop that a little. Nope. There. Now this is a part where I might have to cheat a little bit. Let's see what else we got. What do you use for a scanner? I have an Epson. You can actually kind of see it behind me. It's an Epson Workforce printer. I think it's like the 4780, something like that. I think. I don't remember. Honestly, I totally understand. I actually think I do better with a traditional pencil. Not so much with ink. I don't like inking traditionally. I don't like inking traditionally. Oh, nope, that is not what I was trying to do there. I didn't mean to hold it. But no. The if I have my if I have my my way, I guess. And I mean, who says I can't? I can. I just didn't come better prepared today. I pretty much kind of like decided that that's going to be what I probably do more of is like go through with traditional pencils and then just ink it. Yeah. Now, okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit because, or actually, I don't have to. Duh, I don't have to do that anymore. I want to be able to show the blade. I wish I had thought a little bit better of this. This shot's not going to get the point across. But here we're going here, hand. Let's do here. It'll be fine. Nope. That is not the line I wanted to draw. There. Nope. I actually feel like it could be longer. I want to get a better, like, perspective on it. I'll just delete. I'll just kind of cut through that. Curve just a little bit. Okay. Okay, there we go. And I just delete the rest. And then... actually, no. I was not paying attention. That was kind of all for naught. It actually should be going the other way. I had it right the first time. So basically, just to kind of give you an idea... Actually, let's just do it like this. The sword should actually be coming from... Here, let's do this. There. Okay. The sword should actually just be coming from... Let's just do this and make my life so much simpler. Nope. There. Easy peasy. Easy fucking easy. And then... And then merge. There you go. Look, we won. I win. I win. Okay. All right. Actually, I want that to be a little slimmer. Little slimmer. Actually, no. Even slimmer. There. All right. Only happy accidents. You goddamn right. It's only happy accidents. There's no mistakes. There's no mistakes. Who makes mistakes? I don't. I never make mistakes. Well, except for that one time. Except for that one time. There. Let's see. You know what? That's a good question. Anyone in the chat? I know a few of y'all do because I've seen y'all talking, but I was gonna say, feel free. Feel free to plug. Plug and let it be shameless. Okay. And I mean to do that. Actually, I'm gonna go back. Completely unrelated. I think someone is drag racing in my neighborhood. Okay, there's that. All right. Okay. We got us a ball game here. Okay. Oh yeah, you know what would probably have been helpful is to finish drawing the rest of the armor. That would probably have might have helped out in some respect. Uh, there. Okay. Whoop, nope, not what I meant to do. There. Okay. And then let's go back to here. Okay. We might actually might be all right. Okay. Now I kind of want to remove this just to kind of get an idea. And we're gonna go in and do some more refining. Just so I can there we go. Okay. Let's go back. I think let's get this part here. And I think that part will be done. All right. Okay. No, I don't like that. Actually, this part, look away, y'all. I'm a cheat. Look away. Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. I'm about to cheat. Making a lasso. And then we are going to, where did it go? Where'd it go? There. Actually. There. All right. Sorry, y'all. I cheated. Forgive me. Let's see here. Let's see here. So funny story. You have not. I have never been. I've never been. That's the only reason why I can say it has never happened. But who knows? Maybe next year. Next year. That's how I feel like that's what I end up saying a lot of the time. Next time, baby. Did you hear about this anime trailer? Is called Junichiro Jackson. Apparently, it's getting made by Carl Jones, the guy who did the writing for Boondocks and Black Dynamite. I did not hear about this actually. This is news to me, but that's actually really cool. So, I mean, I fuck with it. I mean, shit, nobody else does. I fuck with it. I am all for that shit. Actually, it's a little too shallow. Oh, there we go. Actually, why is it getting big? Actually, should be mostly even. Mostly. At least that's the plan. Actually, why am I doing this the hard way? Jesus Christ. No. 2:10. I keep forgetting sometimes I'm working in a 7. Jesus Christ. There. Might go back and do the other ones too, just cause. Nope. Further down. There we go. I have to go back and retouch one of these at the very least. Actually, yeah, let's just do them all. Because they're going to look uneven as fuck. Bam. 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 Okay. Much better. Not right. Go back. There. I don't like the way that one came out either. Like as my hand started covering it up, I was like, oh, now I'm actually seeing it. There. Okay, there we go. All right. That's out of the way. And I do want to make a, let's do a straight. That's a little too thick. A little too thick of a line. Let's do a smaller one. We'll do like here. There. Or no, wait. There. Because we're looking at like a rooftop. There. And we can kind of cheat a little bit here. And the rest of it's going to kind of go back off. I'm not the greatest at backgrounds, so please believe these backgrounds are probably not going to be the greatest thing in ever. Let's see here. Have I ever heard of the comic called American Terrorist? I've heard of the song American Terrorist, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it sounds like something that would be right up my alley. If I had to hazard a guess. If I had to hazard a guess, it sounds like some shit that I would fucking eat up. Because yeah. it literally sounds like some shit I would fucking read the fuck out of. All right. And then we can get rid of some of this. There. I think it's coming together rather nicely. Let's see. Look, nope. Zoom in a little bit closer. Get rid of that excess. Boom. Actually, go back to small. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. There we go. I feel like as far as she goes, she's pretty much done. Well, as far as, you know, pencil and everything goes. I might do like some little... like just in the hair, but outside of that, I mean, she's as much as, well, yeah. It also helps she had eyes, but yeah, that's another story altogether. Oh, wait. All right. Okay. What we got here? Oh, let's see where we at. Where we're at. I feel like I've... oh, here. Let's see. I feel like I missed some. Question: did you also see that Elon Musk? Oh yeah, no, that I did see earlier. We talked. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Oh, but talking about like, oh, with Mel Gibson directing? Yeah, no, I don't need to see that shit. I don't need to see that shit. Said I hate backgrounds. Backgrounds are my least favorite. I'm not gonna hold you. I've found so many different ways to get around drawing backgrounds that I will take them at every single turn. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be so for real. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was not a line that I intended to make, but... oh. Let's see. Nah, it's not coming out the way I want it to. There. Yeah, I'm not a background guy, and I'm not gonna hold you. If I thought I could get away with it, I would make comics with zero fucking background. Shit, manga gets away with it all the time, and nobody says shit. I mean, that said, they do have really good backgrounds when they have them. But I think the thing that gets lost in translation for a lot of folks is that sometimes people don't realize the people who are the primary artist on the book in a lot of manga are not the ones who are actually drawing the background a lot of the time. That's the thing about manga that people don't want to own up to. Manga has a lot of assistance. Shit, I even thought, I was like, man, you know what? I could just get somebody to like draw backgrounds for me. I don't need to draw background. I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But you know, what you gonna do? Now, this one I'm gonna have to also cheat a little bit because I've actually drawn this guy a little bit less than I've drawn others, so I'm gonna have to pull up. I'm gonna have to pull up his excuse me, more. I apologize. I'm gonna have to pull up my design sheet for, and actually it's in here. Wait, where did he go? There he is. Ooh. But yeah, I mean, he's not the most like descriptive looking guy. I mean, he's kind of a, I don't know why I'm hiding. It's like this is Khaled. This is Callie. He's a priest. He's a very nondescript priest. He wears a robe. He doesn't have a whole heap of a lot of his design. He'll have something underneath, but that's like he's literally a cleric. That's his thing. That's his whole vibe. And you know what? While we're working in this, I'm actually gonna like do that way and do this way, so we can kind of have a little bit of. Actually, we're gonna. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. I just want to make sure of something. Helps me to kind of see it a little bit better. I guess I'll set that here so I can see it. God. Actually, I want to try something out here. I'm trying something. We're trying. Let me use this instead. I want to see if there's any major difference. Yeah, that's a whole lot of here. Let's bring that in. Let's get that to a 15. No. Still a little too much mustard. Okay, yeah, let's do them like this. We're gonna. And already I can tell I've made his head too big. Actually, might. You know what? Here, I want to see something. Because, truth be told, I did slightly change up his hair, so we're actually going to go backward. I did change up his hair a little bit. Because, like, midway through the creation of this, I kind of had a lot of the characters. Like, the main character I had is black, but the other characters I kind of had as, like, just nondescript, like, whatever the fuck. That's something I will be brutally honest about. Like, there was no, like, I kind of wanted the, I wanted the main character to be, like, very much unambiguous about their point of origin. But considering this is a fictitious world, like, this does not take place in, like, oh, hey, it's Europe. Like, it's its own. Actually, get that out of there. Here, let's zoom in a little bit on this cat daddy. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I actually want all the characters, at least the principal characters, to be some type of something. But basically, this guy's whole thing is that his hair constantly hangs over his eyes. That's his thing. He's one of those types. Actually, since we're doing a little smaller. There. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's see. Well, it was more of a using a reference for the guy. Because it's like, I literally have, like, of every character, like, I've drawn, and I'll even show you this other one that I've got. So, like, two of the, and I'll actually tell you where I got this idea from. I was going back and rewatching an anime that I watched when I was a kid. Some of you probably know it. It's called Slayers. Lena Inverse, Naga the Serpent, so on and so forth. So there was a character There was a character in well, both characters, like literally the ones I just said, duh. Um but no, I really, really, really loved the dynamic between Lena and Naga. So I created a secondary character who is not featured in even the first arc of this. She'll come up later, but basically she is a rival to this character and kind of plays into the aspect of sword and sorcery. Like case in point, here, I wonder if I can pull this up. Of course I can pull it up. It's my shit. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But I'll give you an idea. So check this out. Check this out. We're gonna pull up another thing real quick. And here, actually, no, here, I'll do it like this. So I was working on a pinup. And basically, this is the pinup. It was having both characters, because basically, like, so you have your sword, you have your sorcery. So you have these two rivals who don't really like each other very much. One is slick jealous of the other, and the other one is just trying to do her thing and be left the fuck alone. And I think you can figure out real quick which one is which. I think you can figure out which one is which. But no, I like the dynamic of how, even though technically Lena and Naga were on the same side, Naga was always fucking with Lena. That's kind of the dynamic I wanted for this, is like, I want to have these two characters where the sorceress she's not evil, she's not a bad guy, she's nowhere near a bad guy. But I was like, I want her to be that person who is always up the main character's ass for one reason or another. Like, always just on her shit. Because you gotta have those types of characters. Because, like, this guy here, he's kind of the with the shits character. That's the best way I can describe him. Yeah, he's that character that, for lack of a better way to put it, is he's not like he's a badass, like as badass as our main character, which I guess I can tell your name. Her name's Arcadia. But like as badass as she is as a ex-paladin and swordswoman, he's equally as badass as a cleric. That's basically the way to put it. Like he's just because he's the healer does not mean, like, he has a nickname. That like I said earlier, she has a nickname she doesn't like. He has one that he doesn't like either. Because basically it makes him feel as though he's a bad person. And to be fair, he was a bad person. And that's kind of the whole point of this story, is that it's about people figuring out their shit. Or whatever. Let's see here. Actually, that is way too fucking wide, but that is another story altogether. But like when we talk about like the type of like the energy, the vibes, all that stuff, the type of vibes this guy is going to be giving off, he's going to be pretty much kind of a, not like saying he's not going to be walking around saying like, oh, mon cher and ma petit and this and shit like that, but like he's very much kind of a gambit energy kind of guy. Like as far as like his vibes, like he is very much a, Like, don't let the fact that he is a priest fool you. He's not a choir boy. This guy, he gets his. He gets his. He's like, if you had he's like a playboy priest. Yeah, more or less. Which I guess, in light of, recent events, probably not that surprising. We're gonna X that out because all that's gonna be probably in shadow. Okay, and then we've got actually, I didn't mean to go that wide with it. Actually, no. Let's not do that. We'll go small. Actually, no. We'll do like, yeah. There. Okay. Is he the character that gets the Wolfwood? He gets the Wolfwood treatment. So like there'll be another character for that. Like basically, like he'll definitely be like I don't know. I can't predict how people will respond to it, but I hope that the way that I plan to have him written, because basically Arcadia, what's the best way to? She's not like a she's not funny. Like she's serious. Like she has moments where she'll be funny unintentionally. But like she's not a like laugh a minute, like basically Khaled's the comic. I don't want to say he's the comic relief either because he's not. There's other characters for that obviously, but I feel like he's the character that if there were a character that you would laugh, like who would make you laugh more often than he didn't, it would be Khaled. Or you would be like, oh man, this dude's crazy. This dude's out here. Oh, actually, no. We're gonna have to do this a little bit higher up, actually, if it's gonna make sense. I just realized. As much as I would like to keep that, I just realized how. There. Okay. X there, because that's literally going to be completely blacked out. Okay. Oh, he is a cleric. He is a whole ass cleric. Whole cleric. Whole cleric. Yeah, like kind of like the monk for yes, very much so. I know I'm late to the party, but How to Draw with Professor Blerd, episode 2. Let's go. Hey, look, this might be, y'all might have fucked around and got something and didn't realize it. Y'all might have just fucked around and gotten a thing. Y'all might Y'all might. Y'all might. Let's see here. I want to let me zoom it out to see how. Yeah, I think we're getting somewhere. I think we're getting somewhere. I would have liked to have been a lot further along, but people in hell want ice water. What are you gonna do? Here, let me, because something I've been very negligent in, and I want to make sure I take care of this before we forget. Yep. Makes me log in every fucking time I do this shit. So real quick, I want to make sure, because I did miss one here. We did get one from 5 from Lebesta the Samurai. I'm gonna pull this up so y'all can see it too. Says here, drop some coins, have a good solo. Hey, we appreciate you, pimp, and I appreciate you. We also got one here. This is from the homie Ed Boy the Cut with the 24 months of the Blerd Club goal. Said, what's up, bro? I'm working on a couple of different comic ideas, and after reading Miracle Man, I think I'm gonna do a short 5 to 7 pages. Hey, dude, do that shit. You gotta start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. There is, like, this is why I was telling people before when I made that video talking about how to make a comic. That's why I was saying sometimes you might want to start off with something a little bit small and kind of build your way up to build your way up, to that next thing. Because here's the thing, if you can tell a little short 5, 6, 7, 8 page deal, or if you can do like a 1-shot or a 2-shot or something like that, if you can do like little small shit, you could do a fucking comic. You can do a whole fucking comic. You've already done it. And I think that it's important that that we do that. You know what I mean? Here, I'm just putting some more definition in my man's hair, that's all. Just to kind of, get us popping. But yeah, the whole idea here is that this guy, his face is usually like obscured, like you won't see his eyes terribly often. It's just, oop, that was a little too much mustard. Okay. There's that. Oh, and then I got sidetracked. Carrying on. We got another one here that I got caught up in my ideas. Aaron Ellis with the 10 says, just been listening while I do yard work. I wasn't following along, so I won't have anything to turn at the end of the stream. Will $10 get me a C-? We got you. We're gonna take care of you. You're good. You're good. Just make sure. Just make sure you don't do it in front of everybody. Just slide it under the. Like just turn in some paper with like some scribble on it and just have it like under the paper. I got you. Also, thank you, Jason Davis, for the Blerd Club Silver. Appreciate you on that. And we got Molly Wood Talks with the 499 says, just showing love, man. I appreciate you for showing that love, man. Hey, that shit is vital. It's vital. Yeah, can't make that shit up. So now that I've got my I'm probably gonna rein in these hands a little bit because I realize how big I made that. But that's the beauty of working digitally. That is the beauty of it. I can do whatever I want. And here, let's do that and that. Let's rein it in just a taste. Look at that. Look at God. Like that. Nah. Feel like this. I do want it to be bigger, like going out. But then we can go in and clean it up on this side. Okay. And then we'll do the same on this one too. And you know, it's kind of funny because I've actually had people tell me this. There have been people who've tried to convince me that drawing digitally is no different than using AI. And to that I say,
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
they are not the same. They are not even in the same ballpark. Not even close. Because, see, I still actually have to do the work. I can't just... Some of y'all follow me on Threads. Y'all probably saw me talking about this last night. But there was a guy, and bless his heart, I don't think he ever responded to any of the criticism. Here, I want to see something. Let's. I want to pull back just for a sec. I want to pull back for a second. Do we think we got a good shot here? Do we think we got a good shot? Like, is this a shot that looks like it right?
Boy!
Like, what the fuck is wrong? Like,
Boy!
I'm just saying. Okay, thank you. Okay, so my thing is, when we get to this, like this page right here, when we get here, let me zoom in a little bit more because okay, I want to set it up. Wait, here, let me do it this way because maybe it won't. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. Boom. So basically, what's gonna happen up here? These two dudes, these two losers right here, they're chasing somebody. These two, Arcadia and Khaled, are chasing them. I thought it would be interesting to have that kind of a thing. So, and like I said, you know what? Here, I want to try something. Y'all, I want y'all to just bear with me just for a moment. Please bear with me. I promise you, I'm going somewhere with this. I promise you. Can I... Wait, can I do the select? Here, wait, can I... Okay, no, that didn't do what I wanted it to. That was actually... Wait, here go. Can I... Oh, buddy. I don't think I've ever used the magnetic lasso before, but now I'm suddenly a fan. I've never used the magnetic lasso before, but now I'm totally here for it. So basically what I'm gonna do, just to show you how much I am inclined to cheat when it comes to drawing certain shit. Here, where's my here we go. Bam. We got this shit. Like, I would be quicker to just like, oh wait, I didn't mean to zoom out all the way. My bad. Like, I would be quicker to just do this and like just kind of fill in some of this space with this rather than draw like a fucking background. Like, I would rather just do this and be like, oh man, look at all that love. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Look how crazy that is. That's wild, brother. Look at that. Look what we just did here. Look what we just did here. I'm not good. This isn't gonna stay, by the way. Just FYI. This isn't gonna stay. But just to tell you how much I don't like drawing backgrounds, I find excuses to get around doing them. Get that shit out of here. But no. No, there will be stuff behind them. I'm probably gonna like draw like some little like nondescript looking buildings or something. Like I'll probably do like a where's my polyline tool? I'll probably do like here, probably do something like this shit where I'll be like, here's a, honestly, I mean it's a town. It's not gonna be like a, or you know, here, let's do like this, boom, boom. Oh wait, no, nope. Have like a wall like off in the, no. Give me my curve. I need my curve tool. So now let's do smaller, way smaller, because it's gonna be like way further. Boom, and then we'll do like a polyline here to be like, oh look, here's a, and then we can kind of be like, oh look, there's a there, and then like I'll cheat. I always say cheat, even though that's not really cheating, but like I said, I find ways to get out of drawing backgrounds where like I don't have to do them as like I like personally, I'm one of those people, I pay attention to backgrounds the least. So like when I read other comics and I see that like their backgrounds are not very like, you know, clearly or cleanly defined, I'm like, you know what? Good on them. Like even for this, like I'll probably get rid of this because I actually have something that can do what I just did. Like I could do, where to go? I literally was just looking at it, like right here. Like I could do like a, well, that actually doesn't come out as good as I would have liked, but like I could do something like that, you know, or whatever, and put like a, I can go back and fill in like where and be like, oh hey, yes, it's a wall behind him and everything. I'll go back and maybe do like some shading or whatever to make it look like more like detailed or whatever. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Yes, there is. Matter of fact, I am not above like here. Like I would do like here, fantasy town. Let's see. I want to see something here. Can I get a fantasy town? My for whatever reason, my, excusez-moi, it's being really funny acting right now, but oh, now it wants to, like, okay, here, bam, gotcha. Now I probably wouldn't use this one because, yeah, with the way Google image search is these days, there's no telling what the fuck AI bullshit that they're gonna try and fucking like pimp out to you. But I did find something in the Unity asset store, which, you know, also very likely like here. Just I'm not, this isn't going into the thing, but I'm just using this as an example. Like if I wanted to oh wait, not put it in the wrong thing. So here, let's like, okay, here we go. Boom. You won't be able to see it very well because I've here. I'm just using this as an example. Like this isn't staying. I just want y'all to please know and understand this is not staying. But like if I wanted to, I could be like, oh yeah, hey, look. Here's a little background thingy thing, or you know, whatever the fuck. And here, just to show you how easily it would be for me to do this, let's just go ahead and get this shit out the way. Just to show you how easily it would be for me to do this, I could do this. Wait, wrong thing. I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, so let's do. This is probably not going to work out exactly the way that I want it to, but we're just going to do this as kind of a whatever the fuck. I'm gonna make a new layer. We're gonna fill in everything that we did in white. So now when I pull this up, now it's not gonna be perfect because I didn't do all of the hair. Like I just kind of did like a little quick selection. But like now you can see that all of my shit, minus some of the hair stuff, is in front of this. Like it's in front of this now. So, and if I want to, I could go in and let's see, refer other layers. I could go in and do that, get rid of that part. And then basically I could take that image and then do like a line extraction and look at it. It's already like it didn't even take shit. Look at that. Like, look at that. Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit. I could literally just do this and I got a fucking background. Now, granted, it looks like ass, but what I would do is I would probably go back and kind of be like, okay, let's clean up some of these lines or whatever. And also, it's not done even doing what it's doing. So here, I got to go here. I got to convert the layer. I'll do like comic, grayscale. Nah, it looks like ass. Let's go high contrast. That looks a little bit better. That's not perfect, but it's something. Let's do comic screen tones. Let's see what we got here. It's doing its thing. It's doing okay. Honestly, yeah. Go back to the other one. go back to the high contrast. But you get the idea of what I'm talking about. You get the idea. So if I do that, boom, it's there, and I have a little extra background. But we're not keeping that shit. So get this bullshit up out of here. Get it gone. Get it gone. I'm gonna keep the mask layer though, because we are gonna do some shit. Yeah, just go in contrast, brighten that shit, and dude, you're off to the fucking races, dude. You're good. Yeah, if it's but my thing is, if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it like I still want to kind of have me in there somewhere. I kind of want to have a little bit of taste of me in there somewhere. But yeah, you guys get the idea. I'm gonna kind of some of this. Let me go in. I'm gonna tighten up a little bit on him. We're gonna put some more. Honestly, you know, I'm not gonna hold you. I actually went a little too hard on these pencils, way more than I kind of initially wanted to. So I'm still gonna go back and ink it, but like I almost kind of feel like I don't have to. Just being 100% on that. And then, but we're still gonna go back and do like some little, like I'm gonna go back and do like some different shit with it or whatever. Motherfucker, I'm still in the fucking alpha. I was still on the, or no, I was actually on the white. Let's see here. Let's do this. Let's see. All right, there we go. We're getting somewhere. And then whoop. There. There. Okay. Now we're getting. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's do that. And honestly, outside of that, I don't think this. I mean, outside of a background, which once again, finishing the background on this. I don't even think I'm actually even gonna keep this. This is something that I'll probably go back and do the background later because I really do not have any interest in doing a background. But there is one thing I will do. And that is let's see. We'll do the looking up. We'll see. I don't know how involved I actually even want this to be. Because it could be any number. Actually, here I want to see something. Do I have my? Where's my? I feel like my pencils got all out of fucking whack here. Where's my? Oh, maybe it's this one. Duh. I wasn't paying attention to the names. My bad. Nope, not that one. No, good lord. Oh, I know why. I think I know why. Yep, that was why. So something that I didn't notice, and I don't know. I want to see what happens if I go back to this. I wasn't paying attention to what the layer was. I had it on monochrome, which to be fair, I don't need anything beyond that, but I was wondering why the pencil looked different than it did on another page that I had open. And now I know why. Let's see here. Let's do it all makes sense to me now. Yeah. Square jaw guy. Sort of. Yeah. Okay. No. There we go. And I think what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna kind of keep some of this. Kind of want to have him. There. Ain't that about a big? I swear to God. Wait a minute. Drawing your own background is a lot. So where an artist style comes from, especially these these days with most people using photos 3D models lifeless if you have time, of course. Yeah, I don't, like I said, if I'm gonna do it, I just want to fucking do it. But like I also I also get why, like, there's certain things where I'm like, yeah, I probably will take like a photo or something. But like I said, even then I'm still gonna try and put like a little bit of me into it. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of me has to kind of come out of it to some degree or another. You know, even if it's just a little bit. Give him like a Vader haircut. It's time. It's Vader. Top. Who remembers Vader? Lord. The man they call Vader. Lord, have mercy. Big Van Vader. You don't want to. We might even take the shadow, like, and put it all the way. Take the shadow and make it go all the way over dude's face, just to kind of get the point across that somebody is over them. Let's see. Do you save color skin tones? Yes. I have like extra like little palettes and stuff that I like to kind of keep. I have extra little palettes and stuff. Like I'll keep like common skin tones, and I'll also save the skin tones in the design sheets. You know, just to, you know, make life easy. You know, just to keep life easy. Yeah, I'm glad somebody else remembers Vader other than me. God rest his soul. Let's see here. I was actually watching the Dark Side of the Ring with him in it the other day. Yesterday, oddly enough. Okay. There's that. We can put this back up. And then we have our other guy. I almost want to make this guy a dwarf. Let's see. Carter, you ain't shit. So here's my question: is solo run a limited series or a maxi series? The solo run is basically we're gonna treat the solo run like it's Jonah Hex. It's gonna be we're treating like it's Jonah Hex. We'll make it whatever issue we're at. We're gonna get 70 more issues, extra to close it out. However long that takes. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. How many of y'all remember that that Jonah Hex book that they canceled, but they were like, hey, y'all can still get like 40, 50, 60 more issues. Here, let's do. Said probably. Oh, you know what? Animal. That you know what? That's another one. You know what? Maybe that's what we'll do. You know what? Just as a joke. I bet we can get away with it. So you know what? We will make the other one a dwarf then. We'll do. We'll kind of we'll do a dwarf, and then we'll put like we'll give them like vague-ish looking road warrior armor. So now I got to go back and write to the dialogue. I got to make the one guy say, "It seems to me, it seems to be." We're gonna have to like kind of take some artistic license a little bit, obviously. Make him have like some wispy hair on the outside just to kind of throw Vince McMahon off the scent. There we go. Like literally, I'm kind of just coming up with these guys look just right here now because honestly, yeah, I wasn't really thinking much about what they would look like when I was writing the scenes. I just knew that they would be people we would never see again. That's basically what I knew. Hey, you know what? This guy's gonna shock the world. That's why we call him the Shock Master. He fell on his ass. God. Who else remembers the Shock Master? I'm curious. Like genuine, show of hands. Shockmaster, who remembers? Dude literally came out looking like a fucking bedazzled stormtrooper. I don't see, now that's the tough part, because like I said, we literally just got started. I'm gonna kind of pull a Peter Molyneux here, much as it pains me to say. It's gonna be out when it's ready. But this doing the solo run is kind of a way to help keep me honest. Yeah, so this is my way to be like, hey, y'all are holding me accountable. Because too many times I have kind of allowed myself to get away with doing as little as humanly possible. And then here, let's shadow his face in some. Honestly, I made these guys almost too memorable. I should have saved these looks for the other dudes. That's okay though. I'll figure out something for the other guys. But yeah, this is basically, yeah, you got these guys, they'll be there to, you know, get shit on, and damn, I actually kind of feel bad now because I don't want anybody to think that I don't like the Road Warriors. I like the Road Warriors. Oh, you know what? You know what I should have done? And now that I'm thinking about it, I should have made these guys look like Demolition. That's what I should have done. Because actually, I feel like these guys... Okay, so here's what's going to happen here. Here's what's going to happen here. I'm making an executive... I'm going to make an executive decision. Executive decision. I think I'm going to take this. I might actually take this and put it down here where the guys that are not the other hunters are supposed to be. And I think I might make these guys that are up here look more like Demolition. I think that's what it's going to be. I think that's what I want. I think that's what I want. Like, I mean, they'll be legally distinct Demolition. Like, they're not going to have the exact same... Let's see here. Wait, you want to write my storyline? I mean, that would be wild, I think. That would be wild, I would believe. I mean, you know, if you can come up with something, if you can come up with something interesting, but I will go ahead and tell you, I got one. I will tell you, I have one. I got a pretty extensive one, but let's see. Let's see. And you know what? I appreciate that, Dr. Minay. Thank you for reminding everybody, because like I said, that stuff's very important. Said even Jonah Hex got a movie. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Man, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking about it, I do want to make these guys, because you know what? This look, I like this look a little too much. I like this look a little too much. You know what? I've made my decision for Christ. I've made my decision for Christ. It's happening. Let's see here. I think what's gonna happen, we're gonna take these dudes, move them down to the here. Yeah, we got to. I have no choice. I have no choice. I know. The problem was I made them look like they look too cool in my head, and they fit too well to the like these guys look like reoccurring characters. They look like reoccurring characters. And I kind of, not even really thinking about it, almost feel like I gave them some bebop and rocksteady-ish quality. I'm thinking that, yeah. I'm thinking that's gonna be a thing. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna flip it horizontal. Like basically, yeah, we'll just take it. Like, we can literally just take this, flip it, and yeah, just, you know, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Let's see. You know, let's just do the whole thing. Fuck it. Whoop. Here, let's get this in here too. There. And then we can kind of, to make it match that. And then, yeah, I think that's going to be the way. Yeah. Flip that. And we're actually going to move this into there. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best for I think it's gonna be the best for all parties involved. I'm certain of that. I'm certain of that now more. Oh, nope, wrong one. I'm certain of that now more than ever. Let me grab whatever is nope. Here, let's do this. Let's lock that so that I'll actually be able to grab the thing that I'm trying to grab. And whoop. There we go. And that way, we don't even really have to change. We don't even really have to change anything else. Like, honestly, this can still be, yeah, what it is. Yeah, if I go back up here, I can just, boom. Oh wait, I should probably unlock it, but yeah, it's another story altogether. Let's do boom. Put it back the way it was. And move it back over here. Oh, I didn't realize I was warping it. Okay, there we go. Was not paying attention to what I was doing. Don't mind me. There. Okay. And there it goes back to the way it was. Nothing changes there. We got these guys over here. And actually, I can actually take some of the shadow off. Well, they will have a little bit of shadow on them. But it'll be less shadow on them. You get these guys up here. And then, yeah, we figure out everything else. But, let me put this up here. There we go. And like I said, just make them look a little bit different. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Yeah. And then, like I said, these guys, they're definitely gonna be. Let's. How do I? You know what? How do we want to do this? How do I? I gotta pull up something. Wait a minute. What would be another? I'm not gonna hold you. I'm actually now kind of thinking about oh, I almost want to make them look like the Blade Runners. But no, I don't. We're not gonna. Well, I'll make them look like more like barbarian versions of the Blade Runners. I think that'll fly a little bit better, and nobody specifically really owns that I have to be worried about. I don't want them to look too. Actually, no, I don't want them to look too badass. They can't look too badass. We gotta bring them. We gotta rein them in a little bit. We gotta rein them in. So here, let's do it like. Oh wait, here. Let me change this up so it'll be. You know what? Honestly, now I'm thinking about it, I do kind of want to put a helmet on them and have them look like Shockmasters. Have them look like the Bushwhackers. Oh my god, not the Bushwhackers. Oh my god. Why? Not the Bushwhackers. Let's see. Blerd, don't dox yourself, but you wouldn't happen to be from Kansas or thereabouts, would you? Midwest, your accent has some Kansas toes. No, I'm 100% from Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee. I've been to East Coast a long time, but from there. Yeah, no, I'm 100% straight out of Memphis. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking. Let's give these guys a helmet. But it won't be anything like I wanted to be like I wanted to obviously it's not going to be the actual Shockmaster helmet, because it's literally a Stormtrooper helmet. For anyone who is not familiar, I'll just say this, if you're not familiar with who the Shockmaster was, well, first off, heaven help you, but this was the Shockmaster. Like, you look at his helmet, it was literally a Stormtrooper helmet that they just put glitter all over it. That's literally all it was. But like, what we'll do is we'll do like something kind of like vague similar. Like, but instead of it not having like kind of how like a Stormtrooper helmet has like the lenses, instead of that, they won't have that, obviously. And we'll figure out a way to make it like a little bit more like a we'll figure out a way to make it a little bit more like medieval-ish. You know what? We can actually get away with this part. This part we can actually get away with, because who owns a copyright on how a visor is shaped? There we go. The Shockmaster quite literally had the worst debut I think I've ever seen. that anyone has ever seen. Like, it was so bad, everybody laughed at it, like, on camera. Like, this was like, they were literally. And I remember looking into, like, what actually happened. Like, apparently, um, they didn't gimmick the, they didn't gimmick the wall that he was supposed to go through. So basically, he had to literally, like kind of hit his way through, but there was also, like, he couldn't see. He couldn't see in the helmet, so it didn't really do him any favors. Yeah, but I mean, honestly, I don't blame the guy. Like, I hated for him too, because I liked the wrestler himself, you know, because it was Tugboat. You know, one of the natural disasters used to be called Typhoon. Used to work with John Tenta, aka Earthquake. And they used to be like dominant. They used to be like dominant as fuck. In the tag division, there was two huge motherfuckers, quite literally. But yeah, I think when they did the Shockmaster, I think it might have been around the time. I think it was after they had done all the other shit. So yeah, Shockmaster was like basically the nail in the coffin for that man's career. And he seems like the nicest guy. I mean, I've never met the motherfucker, so I can't, say 100%, but he seems like a nice person. Nice enough person, at least. Uh, let's do. Cause like I said, there's no way you can really do like a. There's really no way you can get away with doing like a Shockmaster helmet without like the ninjas of the Disney Village coming after you. So I'm not even gonna like kind of try and make it look like it. But this will be one of those, like, it'll be a secret. It'll be our little secret. Nobody else is gonna know, but you will. Mm. Yeah, that is true. Oh, he really was like, he actually was still trying to play like that. Yeah, here's the thing. Say what you will about Psycho Sid. The man was a professional. Say what you will. That man was a professional. He was like, nope, He's like, y'all ain't about to get me in trouble. He's like, I'm selling. He's like, I'm selling it. Yeah, and I don't know, like, I don't know what kind of symbol you could put on there, like, that would. I don't want to make him look too much like a. I don't want to make him look too much like a. Because I'm not gonna lie, even with this, he kind of already looks a little like almost more sci-fi than medieval fantasy. I'm probably gonna have to like really like mess with like kind of mess with the get up a little bit. Like I just honestly I don't even really want him to look any better than like what he does. Like just to like I said, we'll never see these guys again. Like these dudes are like when I say like these guys aren't enhancement talent. These are jobbers. These guys are going out to get pinned. They are going out to get pinned. Let's see. Can we get a there we go. Okay. Now honestly, I might just be lazy and give them both the same fucking helmet. I'm not gonna hold you. Or maybe give this guy a like a similar enough that the idea will be there. Yeah, I think the idea will be there. Ah, God, that line. There we go. Let's see here. You know what? That is fair, actually. That is fair, actually. Yeah, here. I want to do this. I'm gonna save it. Cause I'm like I said, I want to hold on to it just in case. We're gonna bam. And then boom. And then we can shit, I might even be lazy and just copy paste, but what we can do is I'm actually gonna kind of tweak it. Wait, that is a brush, not an eraser. Lord. Brush. We want the brush. There we go. There. And then we can kind of hide this guy's face a little bit too in the shadow of it all. And then ooh, you know what I even thought about is treat these motherfuckers like they're like almost treat them like they're City Watch or some shit. City Watch, they've been out here fucking up. But I actually kind of like the idea of them being bounty hunters. It makes it a little bit more funny. But the other dudes, they'll definitely show up a lot. They'll kind of be like these characters that they're always fucking up. Like they're always getting like caught up in shit. That's the main idea for them. here, let's, yeah, we'll do it. And then, yeah. And then we can kind of like even clear that up a little bit. And all right. Can we get rid of this? There we go. And really, it's kind of shaping up. Not going to hold you. Not going to hold you. We're shaping it up. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. Like, it's a hobby. The tally mark. Oh, but you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. You know what? I like that idea. I like the idea that, you know what, here, this is what we could do. So we could go in and then like, so this is what we do. This is what we do. We can do like a, and then where's there it is? Yeah, we can do like a. Yeah. Oh, here, let me zoom back in. Duh. There. Oh, you know, that's another one too. You know what? I like that. I like that. That could work. Yeah, no, so yeah, basically. So like basically, yeah. So the guys that are gonna be down here. And here, let me open some of these up because I had them. Yeah. So yeah, these guys right here, like, so basically they're gonna these guys are gonna regularly show up. They're regularly gonna get into trouble, and they're always gonna be like kind of like, you know, scheming, like plotting, scheming, like, and once again, you know, it'll never be anything like, you know, terribly like maniacal. They'll basically just be trying to like, you know, they'll always have some caper that they're on, and they're basically not even considered threatening. Like they're like, even like they're those people, like whenever they get run into, it'll be like it'll cost more to take you in. Like it would be more troublesome to take you in than it would be to like you to let you go, or like slap you on the wrist and, you know, send you on your way or whatever the fuck. But yeah, but these dudes, yeah, not so much. These guys are these guys are literally just for, they're here for a good time, not for a long time, and they won't even be here for much of a long time. Like once we get past, what page? This is page 4. Once we get to like page like 6, I think is the last time you'll see them. You won't even see them again. Yeah, we're gonna, just for right now, I'm gonna kind of close some of these up, and we'll go from there. But what I am gonna do, because I just looked at the time, we are gonna pause it here. I'm not gonna work on this anymore until we well, I might work on it a little bit. Actually, I probably will just work on it. But by the time we come back, I'll have another page that we'll be working on. And but I think we're off to a very, very good start, I think overall, here, let me select this so we can actually see everything. I think we're off to a very good start. I think we got a very strong start going here. And like I said, we started with page 4 as opposed to the beginning. I didn't think the beginning was, I'd say the beginning's not an interesting page, but just like I just think it was the best place to start. But we'll come back. And page 4 is in the books. We're not in the books, but you know what I mean. You know, the work we have done thus far, but I am going to call it here because I'm tired. And yeah, it's a good idea. You know what? I like that idea. Are they going on the hunt for cabbages? Something like that, you know. You know, hey, I got these cheeseburgers. I got these taters. Yeah. Hey, I'm glad that you're enjoying them. Like I said, I thought this would be fun. Like it makes for a nice thing to do when I can't get Robo to come in because he's got, like I say, he's got a lot of shit. Because I think his anniversary was this week. I think there was something going on. It was I think anniversary related, and I think he'll be back next week. But what I might start doing is I might just start doing these in general and just have them in, you know, just do them, you know, not have them just be like a thing. I'm considering doing them not as a thing in place of when Robo can't be here, but just do them in general. The day I do them is the question. But that said, thank you all so much for hanging out with me and making this fun, making the creation part fun. Not to say that the creation part isn't fun, but it is something that, like, it could be daunting. It could be lonely. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But I do want to thank y'all for taking the time. Also, I will, let's see, we'll be back Saturday. We're going to be talking about a lot of the San Diego Comic-Con stuff that has been announced and released and revealed and pontificated upon thus far. And yeah, I look forward to seeing y'all then. Make sure to keep an eye out because I got, we got X-Men 97 Season 2 Episode 6 reaction should be releasing tomorrow. The breakdown for that episode should be releasing sometime after that. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Until then, keep it plus ultra as always, and always and forever remember